to knock on the door of life in the back and the lower dantian in the front. Bend your knees just a little bit. Let your tailbone reach toward the ground and the crown of your head to the sky. And just let the arms and shoulders be very relaxed as you're tapping the body, stimulating the whole nervous system and allowing your body to stimulate these special areas for our highest health and well-being. And then let's go ahead and tap the lung points 1 and 2 just under the collarbone on the chest, as well as the lower back. Arms and shoulders turning from your center, arms and shoulders relaxed. And then let's begin to tap the top of the shoulders here and the lower back. Stimulating these acupressure points for our brain, bringing clarity to the mind. And then we'll tap on the chest again, bringing that inspiration to the mind and the lungs. And then finally, back down to our sea of Qi, the lower dantian. And then begin to start slowing the movement down and releasing the hands touching the body now. And just still turning at the waist and allowing your arms to be swirling all around your body and really noticing the energy all around you. And bringing more attention to the sensations in your body. This is called waterways. So we imagine that our hands are just gliding through water, feeling that fluidity and balance. The sensations of fingertips moving through water. And as you're doing this, noticing the ankles and the knees and the hips, the waist, the arms and upper back, all feeling very fluid and relaxed. And then just gradually slow that down into a stillness, and we'll move into a soft wuju posture for a moment with the hands slightly away and rounded from the body, a slight bend in your knees, and then just breathing for about 3 deep breaths here. Really noticing the sensations and energy moving through your body now, bringing deeper attention more inward. On the next breath, begin to inhale and raise the arms up and lift the heart and the chest to the sky. Gaze a little upward, squeeze behind the shoulder blades, keep the knees bent, and then softly round and tuck. Rounding the lower back, dropping the head, and squeezing the muscles of the glutes and the legs here, and exhaling. And then we just float up and open. This is called spinal cord breathing because we're breathing and moving the spinal cord area, activating the fluids in the spinal cord, and just float one position to the next, allowing yourself to find your pace today. Exhaling and inhaling, coordinating that breath and movement together. Opening the chest, pouring in the energy, and then exhaling, tensing the muscles to let go of stress and tension in the body. Always listening to your body, your range of movement that feels good to you. And this exercise can be done very, very slowly, or it can be done more quickly. And when you do it quickly, it's very invigorating and wakes up the energy in the body. And when it's done slowly, it's great to do before bed. All right, let's do one more each way. And then simply let the hands float down. And then now we'll put one hand to the earth and one to the sky with a flexed wrist, and the palms are pressing apart. Reach up and over with the knees bent, a little bit bent, and then exhale a little bit more. Fingertips, pinkies towards you, bend more. And then inhale, press the palms apart, reaching up and over. Exhale, pinkies toward you. Inhale, press apart. And again, flowing one side to the other at your pace. And really coordinating the breath and the movement. We're beginning to really pump the energy through the legs. And when we're stretching the arms like this, we're stretching the meridians in the arms. Stretching the sides of the waist and the lower back. Let's do one more each side. And simply relax. Let's go ahead and tap the lower back now. We're going to tap to warm up the lower back first before we do some more invigorating moves there. So tapping brings circulation, and particularly also here when we're tapping the kidneys, we're helping to stimulate the kidneys. And the kidneys are the batteries of our body, so that gives us a lot of energy, brings a lot of energy to the body when we tap the kidneys. And I like to just bend slightly forward as I do that, breathing into that area. And then just placing the hands on the kidneys. Take a nice deep breath in and try and expand your fingers as you breathe in. And then exhale, you can arch and reach up a little bit. Exhale forward, deep breath in, expansion. And exhale, straightening up a little bit. We'll do that one more time. Inhale forward. Deep breath in the nose, feel that expansion. And exhale. Okay, now let's go ahead and we'll do some leg pumps. So we're going to invigorate the energy. We're going to bring the hands up now. And then we bend the knees. The arms come down and they go behind you as you straighten your legs. And then you bend again and reach up. And we'll do it slow for the first couple times. And then we start to bring that movement up a little bit in terms of going a little more quickly. And when we're doing this, we add the sound of ha. So inhale and then ha. When we make that sound, it's a way of letting things go that are heavy on our hearts or just heavy in the body. And we're giving that back to the earth to recycle and compost and bring new energy into our bodies. This is always a great one to start the day with. Let's do 3 more. All right, getting that blood circulating. Now we'll just do a little massaging on the lower back by bringing the hands on each side of the spine. And you can either use your fingertips, your thumbs, this. So massaging there a little bit. And then what I like to do is press the hips forward and press on each side of the spine. And then come back, move the fingers a little bit, and gradually add a little spinal massage here. Inhale, exhale forward, moving the fingertips or thumbs or fists, whatever feels good. This is a really nice way to give ourselves a little self-applied massage in the lower back. Okay, one more time. Nope, that's feeling really good to you guys. I love the way that feels. All right, now we're going to do some arm spirals. So we'll put the hands, the palms up. Sometimes it's called teacups. The arms are out to the side. Then we shift the weight forward. Palms are up. We try to keep the palms up. Then we spiral. And then we undulate the spine and reach up and back. Back to the side. Exhale forward, spiral. Inhale as we reach up and back to the side. So just let it flow. The main thing is to feel as relaxed as you can while you're breathing and invigorating the lower back, upper back, shoulder area. Beautiful. Just spiraling, connecting with the gentle movement and breathing. Okay, now we're going to switch it up just a little bit. The palms go forward now. And then we spiral behind us, press the hips front as the arms go up over the head. So reaching forward, spiraling behind us, hips go forward, reach up over the head, press the hips forward, and coming back in front of us. Spiral, press hips forward. For some reason, this one is always a little trickier. Palms up, spiral, press the hips up and back, and reach to the front. Last one. All right, great job, you guys. Okay, now let's do some arrow. The arrow is we create a little arrow, and then we're going to bring our feet together. So we're like pointing upward, and then we're going to press the hips forward again and lean back a little bit. Inhaling. Exhale, put the hands behind your head, elbows go around your head now, and bend the knees all the way down, bending as far as feels good to you. Exhale, inhale, stretch up and back with the arrow, leaning back slightly, engaging the glutes and the legs. Hands go behind the head. Exhale, bend the knees. It just goes deeply. This feels good to you. Inhale, up and back. And exhale. And when we keep the feet together like this, we're challenging our balance. Great. And exhale, bend. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, bend. Let's do just one more time. Inhaling up and back. Exhale, bend. Excellent. Now let's move into a horse stance stretch. So the feet are as wide as is comfortable for you, and you're bending your knees. And I'm just gonna tilt my camera a little bit more there. Okay, hands on top of the knees. And then go ahead and let your forearm be on to your leg. And we're gonna reach up and over. And then we're gonna sweep that arm down and straighten that back leg and reach the other arm up over. Exhale, forearm to knee. Inhale, stretch up and over. Inhale that arm behind you. Arch the arm, gazing up and back. Exhale, forearm to knee. Inhale, up and over. Relaxing the head and neck. Sweep that arm down and reach up and over. One more time. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, up and back. All right. Exhale, both arms down, and then just allow your arms to sweep down to one leg, and you can let your head and neck drop there. And give yourself a little massage on the back of the leg with the forward leg that your hands are on. Just gentle massage on the calf, behind the knee, the hamstring, the glute attachment. Just nice, soft, gentle rubbing. And then go ahead and sweep one arm behind your back as you gaze up and look over that shoulder. To add a gentle twist, you could be up higher or lower depending on your flexibility. Deep, slow breathing. And then gently bring both hands to that leg and go down the center and do a little forward fold. So your hands are at the center, your head and neck drop and relax, releasing any tension. And then now walking your hands to the other leg. And then coming up a little higher now to where your forearm is on the other leg. And we'll reach up and over. And then let's let that upper arm go back behind us as we arc up, stretching up and over with the other arm. Exhale, forearm drops. Inhale, up and over. Feeling that nice stretch in the lower back and the side of the body, all the way through the arms. And then sweeping that arm behind us, arcing up and back. And again, reach up and over. Relaxing into the stretch. Sweep the arm behind you. Arcing back. Let's do one more time like that. Exhale, inhale deeply. And last time, sweeping that arm back and up and over. And then simply gliding the hands down the leg, both hands, and give yourself that little massage at the back of the leg. Squeezing the muscles, circling, whatever feels good. And then when you're ready, let's go ahead and let one arm drape behind the back and add that gentle twist, looking over the shoulder. And you can be, like I said, it could be all the way up here, it could be lower, depending on your flexibility. And then allow both arms to come down and just that gentle forward fold in the center. And then inhale and roll yourself up with the arms dangling. Inhale. All right. So let's bring the legs in a bit and we'll do some tapping. When we're tapping, we're releasing stress and we're adding circulation to the meridian lines in the body. And we're going to add in the center of our chest, this is our emotional center of our body. So we're going to do some deep breathing and a little bit of the ha sound again. Can also sometimes be a nice sigh. Ah. Ah. And then now we're going to begin to tap all the way down the chest and the inside of the arm and all the way up the arm. Do that a few times. One more time. And then going across the chest to the other arm. Also, don't forget the top of the shoulder, the chest, down that yin side of the arm and up the yang side. One more time. And then now we'll tap the sides of the hips. You can use a soft fist or open hand. And then now we're going to tap the kidneys a bit again, and then going down the glutes and the outside, the yin part of the leg. I mean the yang part, sorry, the yang part on the outside, and then the yin side coming up the inside. Enjoy your face again, tapping all the way up the inside and down the yang side. One more. And then we'll go to the quad area at the groin with a fist, a tap, and a bend. Fist. And this area, as we know, has a lot of lymph nodes, so it's great for our immune system to tap and stimulate this area. Okay, let's release that, and then now we'll just do some gentle shaking. Letting out some sighs, and shaking is one of those things that we see all animals do, and then we are animals, so it's great for us. Releases tension out of the body, adds circulation. Just thinking of the back of the head relaxing, the shoulders, the arm pumps, the leg pumps. And this can be a slow pump or a vigorous pump, depending on what feels good today. Very stimulating for the nervous system. One more time. And then we will just pause a moment and just notice how our body's feeling, and observe if you feel any warmth or tingling. Gaze can be soft or eyes open, whatever feels right, but just begin to notice the internal and the external energy of your body. This is our chi, our life force energy in our body. We're going to move into more flowing movements now. So put a little more weight onto your heels and just let the arms float up. This is called opening the flow. So we're opening to letting the chi flow through the body, and then the hands come down. There's a little bit of an undulation of your spine that lifts the arms, and then exhale a little more softly down, like you're caressing air. Just coordinating the breath and the movement with this very soft wave-like sensation. And a little more weight goes on to the heel of the foot as the arms come up, and a little more on the ball of the foot as the arms come down. Breathing very slow and deep in and out of the nose here. On the next one, we're just going to lift one arm up and let that float down. And then we're going to do the other arm. One arm floats up and down. And there's a slight turning at the waist, the hip glides a little forward with the arm. On this next one, let the arm go all the way up and around and circle behind you. That palm will come up, and then lift the other palm down at the same time, and then both come down. So the other arm is going to sweep all the way up and around. You turn slightly. The palm is up and the other's down as they come up together. Exhale down. This is called Kuan Yin paints a rainbow. Float the arm up all the way around. We're painting a rainbow of colors, the spectrum of all the colors. And then both arms lift up. One palm up, one palm down. Sweep the palms down. Inhale, sweep up and around, turning at the waist. We're painting a rainbow of colors. All the spectrum of life all around us. Inhale, sweep up and around. Palm comes up, palm comes down. Both down. Inhale, the other arm up and around, painting the beautiful colors of light all around you and connecting with the goddess of compassion, Kuan Yin. Inhale. Exhale down. So it's a long inhale up and around softly. And then a slow exhale down. Imagine that each finger is a beautiful color of the rainbow. We'll do one more each side. Last side, sweeping all the beautiful rainbow colors. And sweep down. From here, we're going to move into some flying movements. So we're going to let the arms float up to the shoulders like wings. Exhale, flying and sinking a little down. On the next one, the arms are going to go all the way above your head, like beautiful wings. Exhale all the way down, sinking just a little bit in the knees. And then now we'll float the arms to shoulders. Exhale, floating down. Inhale all the way up overhead. Exhale, floating down. And again, shoulders. And flying is a beautiful method of feeling free, allowing freedom of the body and the mind. And it also is a way of looking at things from a different perspective, from a higher perspective, up above. The higher mind, of higher wisdom. Allow your mind to be calm and relaxed. And then on the next round, after the wings come up all the way over the head, come down and shift your weight to, if you're doing my mirror image, that will be your right leg. And then allow the arms to go to shoulder height and then lift the opposite knee and then float down. Then the arms come up all the way over the head. And then we're going to go to that same leg, but just lift the knee behind. And then exhale down. All right, we're going to shift weight to your left leg. As the arms go to shoulder height, the knee goes in front. Exhale, float down. The arms come up over the head and the knee bends and goes behind. Exhale, float down. Shift weight. Bringing the wings up to the shoulders and knee in front. Exhale, flowing down. Inhale all the way above the head and lift the knee behind, bending. Exhale down. It's a very great exercise for balance. Shoulders, lift knee. Exhale, float down, center. Inhale, up, bend the knee behind. Exhale, float down. This takes a lot of concentration, working both sides of the brain, balancing the body. Wonderful exercise. Reach up, knee goes behind. Exhale, float down. Shift weight. Inhale, shoulders, knee in front. Exhale, float down. Inhale, above the head, bend the knee behind. Exhale, float down. Shift weight. Inhale, shoulders, knee in front. Exhale, down. All the way above the head, bend that knee behind. Exhale, float down. We're going to do one more. Shift weight. Inhale, shoulders, knee up. Exhale, down. And then up above the head, bend that knee. Exhale all the way down. Nice work. Beautiful. Our next one is grasping the bird's tail. So we point to the heart meridian line here. This goes. And this is we point to it, but we don't touch it. Okay, and then we just open the arms. Inhale. Inhale all of life, everything life has to offer. And then exhale, we protect the heart because we still need to protect ourselves, even though we want to keep an open heart. Inhale, open. And then we point to the other elbow. Soften the upper back a little, bend the knees. Inhale, open the heart and chest. Exhale, pointing to the other elbow. Inhale, open the heart. And we'll just flow back and forth here from one side to the other. Still have an open heart and knowing when we have to set limitations. Right, last time this way, pointing, exhale. Now pause in this position for a little moment, and we're going to turn at our waist, and then sweep that arm back and around, and the one that was pointing, press that hand gently forward. We release, draw into the chest. Exhale, sweep forward, and then open the hands like when we're opening the heart. And then now we're going to point to your left elbow, pointing to the left elbow. We'll turn, sweep that arm back and around, press the palm forward. Exhale. Inhale into the heart. Exhale, let go. Inhale, open. And then exhale, point to your right elbow. Turn at the waist. Sweep that arm up and around. Exhale, press forward. Inhale. Exhale, letting go and opening the heart. This is called grasping the bird's tail. You're going to point to your left elbow, soften. Turn. Back arm sweeps up and around. Exhale, sweeping forward. Inhale into the heart and the chest. Exhale, letting go whatever's heavy on the heart. And then sweeping the palms open. Point to your right elbow. Turn at the waist. Back arm sweeps up and around. Press the palm forward. Exhale. Inhale into the heart. Exhale, let go. Sweep arms open. Point to your left elbow. Turn at the waist. Sweep that back arm up and around. Exhale, press forward. Pull in. Exhale, open. Point to the right elbow. Turn at the waist. Sweep that back arm up and around to press the palm forward. Exhale. Inhale into the chest. Exhale, open. Sweep open. Last one here. Pointing to your left elbow. Turn at the waist. Sweep that arm all the way up and around, pressing the palm gently forward. Pull into the chest. Exhale, sweep out and open. And simply let the arms come down. And you might notice that you feel a lot of tingling in the arms and the hands, and that is due to working with the heart meridian. So let's open the palms and we're just going to pull down the heavens, just opening the palms to the beautiful sky, and let that radiance of light just pour into every cell. Inhale, open. Just bathing yourself in light, golden, beautiful white light. Exhale down. Inhale, open. Exhale down. Do that one more time. Open. Exhaling, bathing yourself in that beautiful chi. And then bringing the palms at the lower dantian now. We call this swaying bamboo. We're just going to let everything settle in. And it's called swaying bamboo because we are resilient like bamboo, flexible and resilient, and very strong. Feeling the strength in our bodies. We're working with our chi to enhance every cell in our body to work for its optimal health and well-being. Feeling that sense of settling deeply into your body. Feeling relaxed and energized. Calm mind, calm body. Everything relaxes, the shoulders, the arms, the lower back. And then placing your hands at your heart center.